Hi friends, Yari here with Third Eye Yari. We're going to start today with Psychic Tarot. I have my crystal ball here in case we get some images. I love to touch it, it's so smooth. All right. Foundation and achievement. Foundation and achievements. And it's card number 4 that to me is balance. Also, the Four of Wands has that vibe of the Four of Wands is like a wedding scene, but it has the Four Wands and it has like garlands. So it has that, and I think it has a rainbow also on the back. So it has like people playing and whatever. So yeah, it has that same vibe of the Four of Wands. Foundation and achievement. When you get married, you're settling into that foundation of what's gonna become your family, right? And it's something that you have achieved, that you have worked for. So definitely foundation and achievement. This is Atlantis. Atlantis. High Priestess. Wow. And the High Priestess is the number 2, which is also balance, right? It's also balance because it's balancing between two things, for one. And the High Priestess um is a very spiritual, feminine partner. Is it the 2 is partnership also. um but it's balancing the individuals. When you have a partner, you need to balance because it's 2 different people, so you have to balance. But the High Priestess itself is a very intuitive feminine presence, so we have all of those elements. And you know what um she has a white dove, um which is divine messages. Oh, and the number in the card is number 7, which is also a very intuitive um, number. It's the number of the Chariot. So let's see what it says in the back. It says the High Priestess of Atlantis were highly evolved women who were honored and revered for their compassion, understanding, and selfless service to their people. They embodied feminine wisdom and channeled guidance from the Intergalactic Council for the Development of Atlantis. In order to develop their powers and incredible psychic and spiritual skills, they undertook extraordinary initiations to test themselves and to maintain their 6 dimensional frequency. 6. We're in the 3D, we're moving into the 5D. They are from the 6D. Intuition. This is the card of feminine power and wisdom. Do not rely on logic or rational thought at this time. If you choose the High Priestess, you are called on to use your intuition and psychic gifts. Respond to challenges from your deepest knowing, for the answers lie within. You are reminded to work with total integrity and compassion. Access your wisdom and listen to your intuition. And the chair she's sitting on, so squared and so white that it's almost look like it's made out of cement. It reminds me of the emperor, you know, somebody in a very high position. Remember that this is just energy, they're not gender based. uh, so somebody really high up there, and they, by what we read, are very honored and revered. So they're very high up in the social scale, like the emperor will be. And the emperor is the divine counterpart. Okay, the emperor is the divine masculine. The high priestess is not the divine feminine. It's one of the divine feminines for sure. I mean, it's like right there, right? The empress is the divine feminine. Um, but yeah, it's high up there. So we have all of that we need to keep in mind. And this is sort of light. The Archangel Michael Sword of Light oracle. That's a mouthful, right? But I love it because I work very closely with Archangel Michael, and he's coming in. I can feel his presence. Of course, we're dealing with his deck. Yeah, no, Michael is very close to me, or I'm very close to him. Oh, he's saying that we're close to each other. Well, thank you, Michael. I feel so special. Because you are, he says. Oh my God, you're so sweet. Okay. Angels are healing. Angels of healing are with you. Yes, he's with me. A time of healing is about to bless your life. Accept Archangel Raphael Emerald Green while I enhance your strength. So, there's Archangel Michael's white sword with his blue, light handle, and then there's Archangel's emerald green light. So they're both here, and I can feel Raphael coming in. Thank you, Archangel. Oh, it's so wonderful to have them here. And if you could feel the energy that I'm feeling right now, oof, it's really something. And that is card number 2, which speaks about partnership. And of course, we're not talking about romantic relationship. We're partnering with the angels. There's 2 angels, 2 archangels, Raphael and my I'm sorry, I got a little dizzy. The energy is really strong. So I got a little dizzy. I had to steady myself for a second. So we're partnering with 2 archangels. We have 2 archangels here, Michael and Raphael, and we are partnering with each of them, and we're both of them, right? Very good. Ooh, it's really, really strong. Scale it down, guys, a little bit, because I'm getting dizzy. Okay. And this is Earth Magic. Music, harmony. Yes. So we're going to be in harmony with this energy. We're going to be in harmony with these two incredible energies to heal, to learn, to know, to grow, to move forward. Beautiful. Also, music can raise your vibration. You cannot meet the, I mean, yeah, they can come down a little bit, but you cannot have your energy down in the dumps and have the angels, be so close to you because their energy is so high up, right? Whew. So, I'm sorry. I'm struggling now. Um, their energy is so high up that we need to raise our energy in order to be able to work with them in a more harmonious way. And music is a very good way to do that. Now, no breakup songs. That lowers your vibration, right? We need, a higher vibration music. Yeah. All right. So, and this is Guardian Angel Messages. Of course, I picked that. I don't put a lot of thought. I kind of grab something. It's what spirit it's, telling me to do. And I just realized that we have angels all over the place. No pun intended, guys. They're laughing at me. They think this is funny. Ooh. All right. So let's see what's going on here. Okay, the first card that we have is the Knight of Water. This is the Knight of Cups, but it was in the reverse. So you there's somebody that's feeling kind of depressed, kind of emotional, but like crying emotional, not loving emotional. Um yeah. So kind of down in the dumps. Maybe that's why you need healing energy. Maybe that's why you need to go back to balance and to your foundation and achievements. That's why you need music. That's why you need the angels. That's, because you're not feeling too good. You're feeling down in the dumps, kind of depressed. So, hmm. So you're feeling kind of sensitive, but sensitive in a good way. All right. So what this means to me, I'm sorry, I was listening to messages. What this means to me is that you're going to have some people to come in and make you feel better and raise your energy. You're going to have some people that are going to be able to heal you and to nudge you into the right direction. You're going to have some friends that are going to come in and realize that you are not feeling so well, that you are a little bit depressed, that you're sad, and they're going to remind you how open hearted you are, how intuitive you are, how sensitive you are, and that you are, to remind you to go back to your element, to go back into that water, which is not only love and emotion, but it's also the communication um, conduit to spirit. That's why we can get so many downloads and ideas, which is the same thing, and that beautiful communication that we can have so much more clear when we're in the shower. At least that's what happens to me, and I have heard this many times from other people too, that they get in the shower and boom, boom, boom. When I'm struggling with a choice, when I'm struggling with an issue, when I get in the shower for my regular shower, I don't do it just to do that. When I get in the shower, I said, Mikey, Archangel Michael, you need to help me with this one. And boom, it's like immediately before I finish saying my statement, I have an idea. He's amazing. Yes, you are. You're amazing. Um, and that has happened to me many times in the shower. So there's going to be people that are going to come to you to remind you who you are, because you kind of have forgotten, because you have gone down into that depressive mode. Now, the last two cards is the Temperance, which is balance, the number 14, and the Eight of Earth. So Eight of Earth is all about learning, education, and what it's saying is that you did that. You've done that. Now you're in a place when you can elevate, that you can go to the next level because you already did that. You've done that. You've done your education. You have you have the foundation. Now it's time to move forward. So maybe this is not about a relationship. I mean, it can be, but your depression, let's not put labels into anything. Your feeling sadness, depressed, down in the dumps may not necessarily be about, let me see if I can see something. Um, I thought I saw something, but it left. Um, it's not necessarily about a relationship. It can be about anything. It can be about your job. It can be about a personal situation. It can be about anything. And your friends are going to come in to help you, remind you of who you are and how talented and how what a good person you are. And then the advice is for you to realize that you have set up, put down a very strong foundation, like the high priestess. Wherever you're sitting on, metaphorically, right? You are in a good place. You're solid, like that chair. You're solid. So either you have worked enough in your um my goodness, relationship, of you have learned enough for your job, of you have learned enough to for your degree, whatever that is. You have done your part to lay the foundation. You have achieved a certain level of mastery to overcome whatever is what um, you're doing. but you have kind of forgotten. So your friends are coming in to remind you of your foundation and your achievements. Okay? And it's just a matter of you to balance. Yes, I feel this way and this has happened, but this is who I am. I have done this and this and this and this and that, and I'm strong enough to overcome this. Okay? That's what I'm getting. That's a beautiful message right there. Beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna do the gems, the little gems. So like I've said many times, this we have found ourselves in a situation like this. But if this resonates, or if you hear your sign, this may happen in the near future for you. So if you hear your sign, especially if you resonate. I mean, if you resonate and you hear your sign, please listen to this again, because you're gonna hear something with a different set of ears, because you know it's for you. Okay, that you have missed before. So please listen again. And you got Sagittarius, Sag, and we got Leo, and we have Gemini. All right, and then we're gonna do the letters. Oh, I see a face. I see a face. I see an eye. I see an eye. So you need to open your eyes. This is the message that I'm getting. You need to open your eyes and look at yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror. It's part of your remembering who you are and how far you've come and how much you have transformed. I just noticed all those butterflies. Okay? So you have transformed in an incredible way. Thank you, Spirit. So you need to look at yourself in the mirror and don't let just other people tell you. You tell yourself how far you've come. All right. So the letters, you can find your own initials, somebody else's initials, but if some of the letters remind you of a word, that's an extra message for you. It doesn't have to be spelled out completely or correctly. We got S, K, K. That's funny. My secretary, well, that's not her name, but she calls herself KK. And I was talking to my favorite astrologer today, K Moon today. So that's just weird. Okay, B, another B. Okay, so we have another message here. P, N, W, T, and we need one more, and I'm not, oh, one jumped out, and D. Okay. So if you follow me, you know that when I see repeating letters, and we have KK and BB, there's some patterns that we need to be aware of that are repeating patterns. And maybe that's a key to some of this that you need to get out of. Repeating patterns, okay? That we need to get out of. Very good. And then we're going to do 3. 1, 2, 3. One, two, 3. Wow. Yeah. So we need to have faith. It says faith. And we definitely need to have faith. And I say this all the time because it's true and because it really resonates with me. Um, you have to understand, not only understand, no, integrate, make it a part of who you are, of your belief system. Okay? Life does not happen to you, life happens for you. Okay? And many times we don't understand. That's why we need faith. Okay? Faith in the universe, faith in your archangels that are always with you, helping you and overwhelming me with their energy. And look what we got, an angel, shocker. And we have music. And what did we get here? Music. Boom. All right. So we got the little turtle, which is a sea creature, and we have some water over here. But the most important for me, that the water is with the three cups that we have here. It's it's love, it's emotion, but it's also the communication with the divine. And we were talking about water, right? We were talking about how I can get messages in the shower. So that's the sea creature, water creature. And this is life. It's always a process. Okay? It's always a process. And we don't have to rush the process. Slow and steady wins the race, right? This is not a sprint. Life is not a sprint. Life is a marathon. And it's always a process. And I said something the other day, and one of my friends really liked it. I said, divine timing is not Amazon Prime. She was so tickled about it. It's not. You if you plant a seed, don't expect to have a tree fruit a fruit tree. I'm sorry, a fruit tree in 2 days. It's just not gonna work like that. If you get pregnant, do not expect to see a baby in 2 days. It's just not gonna work. It's just some cells. That's what it is in 2 days. So it's a process. It's a process, and we need to be patient uh, about the process. You know what? This little teapot, beautiful little teapot, reminds me of having some you time, some me time, some solo time. Having that time that you're going to sip some tea, that you're going to decompress at the end of the day when you get home. Maybe before bed, having some tea time, so having some um, time for introspection. Okay? That's important. Especially when you're feeling like that and you're trying to up level and you're having this influx of energy from the archangels and from your friends trying to turn you around and remind you of who you are, right? You need that. But you know what? You're going to be victorious. This is, this is the king's crown, which means loyalty. The queen's crown is the one that I always say is victory because that's what it means. But you're still going to be the king. You're still going to be victorious. You're still going to be successful. You're still going to be on top of your game. And this resonates a lot with what I said about the high priestess, that she reminded me of the emperor, and the emperor is the king of the kings. That's a beautiful reading. I love it. I love it. And the eye, it has disappeared, and the face. So, but we can remember, take a look at yourself in the mirror, because you need to be reminded, to remind yourself how much you have worked for that foundation that you have achieved. Okay? And of course, if you need help with some details in your own life, specific details to your situation, um, please go to my website and schedule a reading with me. If you're not sure of what can I do for you, you can definitely email me and we can have a conversation about it. I'll be happy to do that for you. Um, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And with that, I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye, guys.